Good evening, everybody. I'm so sorry that took forever to do. I've never ever done a live event before, as in official. So I couldn't exactly set one up. And my friend Shelley, bless her, she's been amazing. She'd never seen the style that had come up before. So we were all completely and utterly flummoxed. Right, so please bear with me. I'm just sorting out the kinks on. Right, okay, let's have a look. Let's see if I can go back to the other event. Oh my gosh. Technology, see, you can tell I'm getting old. It's all completely confuses me. It doesn't take much to confuse me at all, but it happens all the time. I need to go to my channel and send everybody over to what's happened. I hope you guys are all okay. I hope you've had a really, really good Monday. Monday is always a scary Monday, isn't it? It's never nice for anyone. But my Monday was really, really good. Check out my channel now as I'm live. Just crazy. Okay, so the plan was to do a good hour, or a good half hour, Hagrid's Hut of pins. Hello. Oh, Libby, thank you, darling. If there are any people, because I'm a teaching assistant, if there are any people watching me, any of the pupils watching me on here, don't put on YouTube that you're in the school, only because I don't want people. I'm very, very funny about internet security, and you never know who you're talking to. So just please be careful. Obviously, say hi. Hi to all of the pupils at the school I work at. Hey, Scotty, how you doing? Right, okay. As you can see, I am sat in front of part of my collection. This is only, I would say, my gosh, maybe about 30% of my collection. You've got 4 cabinets here. This is my newest one. I've got Dumbledore at the top. I don't know if you can see on here. So you've got Dumbledore at the top, okay? And then you've got Harry Potter there in year 1. Ronald Weasley in year 1. Oh, thank you, Hagrid's Hut of Pins. And then Sirius down there. So I've got some fantastic items in my collection. Apparently I have the biggest in the UK. So I'm telling you something, I'm not going to complain about that. Now, the idea today, you can ask me any questions about Harry Potter. I am more than happy to answer. Plus, this is also an opportunity for you. If you see anything in the display cabinet behind me, I am more than happy to take it out and have a chat about it. So hi, Holly, how you doing? I'm looking at all your, it's so much easier reading it on this. Wow. So keep coming, keep all these little comments coming. Thank you. It's all very scary. I'm very nervous. I have a friend with me to keep me company as well. Cute. I love him, my little niffler. They are so beautiful. Fun vlogger. Hi, my lovely. This is an official Fantastic Beasts niffler with his purse, and he is just perfect. Isn't it beautiful? We got. Do you still have the Skelly Grow, Libby? Yes. Oh, right. Okay. First question about some of my items. They're gonna have to forgive me. I've got to get up to get this. Dun, 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 dun. Right, we're going to be very careful with Mr. Skelly Grow. Okay, Mr. Skelly Grow. Look at that. Isn't that just gorgeous? Now, this Skelly Grow was handmade by a company, gosh, it must be about 4 or 5 years ago now, called Hobby Farm in America. His head does come off. Isn't that so cute? When he arrived, I was absolutely devastated because he was broken. You'd expect something that's come all the way from America, obviously, to have survived would have been amazing, but he was broken. So if I show you, this comes off, he actually comes out. You've got his cool legs. The detail of this thing is incredible. Right, so Skelly Grow. So there he is. He's got a magnet in his head. Okay, there. And then a little magnet. I've got to be so careful with him. And then a magnet then inside there, and that keeps his head in place. Now, when he arrived, I have to be honest, I did a pretty good job sticking him back together. His arms, I think it was this one. No, it's this one. This arm had come off, and this one had snapped in two. Luckily, he was repaired. Unfortunately, there's no kind of wires or metal or anything inside these arms, so they do break so easily. I was devastated. The company I actually spoke to said that they were going to try and do it with metal inside the arms so they wouldn't break. So that's my Skelliger. I think I paid about £60 for him. It's quite a lot of money. Okay, I've got my screen's just suddenly gone mad. So let's have a look at everybody on here. And Skelliger, I love it. Definitely one of my favourite pieces that I've seen in your collection. Oh, thank you, my lovely. The Welsh reviewer, hi Shelley, bless her, the Welsh reviewer. Check her channel out. She's amazing at interviews. She's been interviewing some massive characters these days. She's doing so well. Let's have a look. Have you got any wands? Oh gosh, I have. I've got so many wands. Let me show you. I will show you why I can't show them to you. I have one I can show you, which is actually my favourite one. So I'll get that for you. Down here, obviously you've probably seen in my photos, I have lots of storage cases. These are only a handful of my storage cases, but they're the ones I like to display because they're really lovely. Oh God, I must have maybe about 15 ones, not that many as some people. I'd have more, but they are so expensive. Right, who's your favorite character? Holly, my favorite character is Harry. I'm such a sucker for Harry because he's my boy, my Daniel. He's 16 now. He reminds me very much of little Harry Potter. Just as clumsy, just as much of a monkey, very much like James Potter, but without the bullying. And he fights for so much, and he fights for his family and his friends. And no matter what happens to him, he still fights for good, and he sees what's right in the world. And that for me is like just huge. I love his character. He's amazing. Let's have a look. Do you ever think you'll stop collecting Potter items? Oh, that's a really good one. Or do you hope to continue? I hope to continue for now. I'm not getting any younger. I'm 38. I've been collecting since I was 21. I will probably downsize one day. But big items such as you've probably seen my Dumbledore's cabinet by Valentine's Miniatures, which is there. It is absolutely incredible. That's worth about £4,000 and is probably something, because it's got my mum's ashes in as well, it's probably something I will keep in my family for generations, I hope, to be passed down to my family. So eventually I might downgrade, but I don't know. I'm not prepared to yet. I buy a lot less now. Don't buy half as much as I used to. I think money is a big issue. Now I'm a teaching assistant as well as everything else. And my family is very important. So a lot of the money I have goes on them. So yeah, I will. If I won the lottery tomorrow, my God, my first thing I would buy would be the Philosopher's Stone first edition if one become available. But what are the chances of that? So, right, okay, let's have a look. Oh, gosh, let's scroll up a little bit. Hi, could you show your noble collection, Hogwarts? Yes, I'm happy to. Believe it or not, I actually broke part of this. Silly of me. I'm not pedantic about my collection. Oh, by the way, this is my favourite wand. Newt Scamander's wand. It is just so beautiful in the hand. If you can see, it just sits lovely in there. It's my favourite one, that is. I got two of these. Right, okay. Anyway, the story about this, when I first got it, I'm not strict about my stuff as much as you'd think. I've got children, they're kids, they play, things happen. Things get broken. I'm not a huge about it. I do get upset, as my husband kindly found out the other day when he didn't mean to, but my stone fell out of my Ravenclaw diadem. But they're known for that, unfortunately. But it popped straight back in. I was a bit upset, but my son used to use this as a Lego den. So You can't see it because the pieces are tiny, but this is the Hogwarts Castle Noble Collection, where I got this from Two Broomsticks, which is an incredible shop who do the most amazing Noble Collection items. I love their stuff. I got this, I think it was about, back then it was £240, I think. I think they're about £350 now. Now, these castles, if you don't know, back, I think when Goblet of Fire box set was released, it's quite heavy. They did a box set of the exact same castle with perspex around it, and then there was a drawer which sat under here with the box sets of DVDs. I think it was up to Goblet of Fire, either that or it was Half-Blood Prince, possibly. I can't remember without looking at it. And they did the exact same castle. So when you see that, it is this castle, but in a case. Very beautiful, way too expensive for me. I can't get it. So this was the next option. But I love this, the detail of it. It comes out of the base as well. So you see, get a closer look then. I love the boathouse. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Such a beautiful piece, but it's really heavy. But this doesn't come out very often, only for special occasions, like today. So we'll pop that down. Let's see what other messages there is. Okie dokie. Noble Collection Hogwarts. I'm Welsh as well. Libby, oh, well done. Yeah, Welsh are best. How's wow, those cases look awesome. Sorry, it's jumping. Your collection looks awesome. Gotta go now. I'm afraid. Have a great evening. Oh, thank you for a fun vlogger. Sorry. What is your favorite Harry Potter book? Oh gosh, it used to be Prisoner of Azkaban. I loved The Prisoner of Azkaban. It was such a brilliant book. Really kept you going. It was still quite young, but it had a lot of the new kind of, werewolves, and the Shrieking Shack was haunted, and my God, and they were in Hogsmeade for the first time in the joke shop, and and seeing the Marauders map and everything. It was amazing, and finding out about Peter Pettigrew as well, who was actually alive. That was my favorite book. I think my favorite book now, though, as I've got older, is Deathly Hallows. I must have read that book, especially the last couple of chapters, over and over and over again. I was obsessed with it. I loved it. My favorite part in that book is where Molly Weasley, not my daughter, you bitch. So just love her. She was just amazing. I just screamed out when I read that bit. She's brilliant. Right, okay, what we got? Yes, it's incredible. Bye, fun vlogger. And Newt's wand is my favorite too. Oh, yes, Chandler, is that right? Chandler Willis. Hello, darling. I'm dyslexic, so reading names for me has never been my strong point, I'm afraid. Please don't take offense to it. It was also my favorite official wand. Are you excited about the Crimes of Grindelwald? Am I excited? Just a little bit. That trailer, just compared to the trailer, the first Fantastic Beasts. Oh my God, it blew my mind. I love it when Newt and his brother, I can't remember his brother's name. They must have obviously cast that spell, and the gold light goes up. It just, oh my God, I can't wait. I'm so excited for it. I'm hoping to be in London for that, but I don't know. Let me see. Have you watched the trailer for Crimes of Grindelwald? Yes, and I forgot to record my reaction. So next time I will have. Next time they do the next long trailer, there's normally 3, isn't there? And then the last one's the extended trailer. Next time they do the trailer, I will do my reaction, because it was beyond the first time I watched it. I've been wanting that piece for a couple of years now. One day is at the castle. The good thing about them is, as far as I know, Noble Collection don't stop producing the replicas, so they'll always be available. Hopefully, they're not as hard to find as some of the items out there. When are you going to the studio tour? Myself, hello Libby. Right, myself and my editor Janice. Hopefully, my other editor Charlotte and my other editor Farron, because I have 3 editors on my page, and we are all going for Janice's birthday. It's a big birthday. I can't say which one. Bless her, I've been sworn to secrecy. She's not like me, lover. I'm quite silly about my age. I'm quite happy to say it, really. But we're all going on the 7th of July. I think we meant to be getting there about 11 o'clock in the morning. Really excited about that. Kelly White, who had her birthday yesterday, who works at the studios. Happy birthday, Kelly. She is going to be working that day as well. So we're all going to have a lovely, lovely girly weekend. And my friend Maria York as well, who is incredibly talented with what she makes. She's also going as well. So it's going to be just an amazing weekend for us in July. Right, let's have a look. Oh my God, I want that for my birthday. You never know. If you keep wishing, you never know what will happen. Where did you get your giant time turner? Oh, right. Where did you see that? You've got me thinking now. I have got a giant time turner. If you've seen it in my videos, it was a magazine. It came boxed. I have two. They're in because I've got cases all over the place. I've got two big cases in the other room. I have a big, big time turner. It's about this big here, like this. It was released with a magazine, but I can't remember when. God, it must have been a good 8 years ago, maybe. It's a long time. You can still get them on eBay. They are plastic, but giant time turners. Have a look, and you could probably still get them in their case. It's a little plastic case, it is, but it's nothing special. But the time turner is very nice to keep. Right, what else have we got? I had one, was a kid when I lost it over years ago and want to find one again. Oh, eBay. I'd always say eBay is a good place to start when you're looking for things. That's my favorite too. Are you excited about Hogwarts to come back? Am I excited? When they did the grass, and then they looked over and there was Hogwarts. Oh my God, it was like we're home. I want to know how they filmed all that because they must have used I don't know if it could have been CGI. I don't know. Maybe they've still got all the CGI stored away for when they did the last two films of Harry Potter, because obviously all that was CGI, or most of it was CGI. So maybe they've still got the file somewhere and they did it through the computer. Otherwise, I like the idea of them possibly going back to the studio. But you think how much of the perspex and all the tourist area would have had to have been removed for them to film. I don't know. You never know. They might have gone back to the Great Hall as well. If you think about it, it's quite an exciting concept. They have filmed a few things when the lights go out in the studios, when it all goes dark. You do get some evenings, which my friend has told me about. I don't know what's going on, and nor does she, lover, where they shut early in the studios, and you think, I wonder why. Because Fantastic Beasts is filmed right next door. You can see the set. I have a confession to make about that, actually. I got offered 16 days on Fantastic Beasts for the last film. However, there was no guarantee that I would even be used, and I'd have to have my hair all cut off. Now, at the time, I was filming something else, and my hair had to be the length it is now, or a bit longer. It's been cut since, and I couldn't accept it. A pause for dramatic effect. I'm kicking myself now, so I'm hoping another 3 films now. We'll see what happens. Let's hope I get another phone call. I mean, at the end of the day, one of my jobs is in front of the camera as well. Let's see. Hogwarts will always be there to welcome you home. I want that tattooed in J.K. Rowling's handwriting. That is what I want, and I want it here. Have you finished the Whomping? Have you finished? Have you? Oh, as in you've seen the Whomping Willow at the tour? Yes, I have, and I've seen the Whomping Willow hit the car. And when we were there, my little boy was there. He was 7 at the time, and he stood in front of the Whomping Willow, and it came over, and it looked like I was going to hit him on the head, but it didn't, obviously. But the health and safety, they had to go through that to make sure that it worked well. It was quite shocking, but it's fantastic if you get a chance. I hope you have a wonderful time at the tour. I'm going again in December, and it'll be my first time seeing Hogwarts in the snow. Hagrid's hut of pins. You will never ever want to go back any time of year again. When you see that place in the snow, you will cry. It is incredibly, incredibly magical. Let's have a look. I know you've brought Alarm 18's work before, so will you be buying his new books? I'm a bit worried because I'm a Harry Potter promoter. For those of you who don't know, Alarm 18 is he does the Harry Potter Hogwarts Library replicas. They are not official. However, his work is exceptional. Now, his work is this good that when Mina Lima, who did all the designs for Harry Potter, all the graphic designs, all of the artwork for Harry Potter, you see, they designed the acceptance letter, they designed the Daily Prophet magazines, newspapers, and they did everything. They did the posters and all the artwork for Fantastic Beasts, you name it, they did it. They're incredible. Check them out. Mina Lima, they're amazing. They got handed one of the what was it called, advanced potion making books that Alarm 18 made. I think it was, I'm not 100% sure if it was that book. They actually thought it was one of theirs and wanted to know how the person got it offset. It was that impressive. Alarm 18, I would love his books. It's the price. I can understand the work that goes into them, why they are so expensive. However, that's not an amount of money I actually have spare at the moment, especially with us going on holiday soon. So, okay, but yes, I would love to have an Alarm 18 book. I'm going for my 18th birthday in February. Oh, what, next year? Oh, what a birthday. My God, you will love it. What's your favorite piece of Harry Potter artwork that you have? Wow, that's a good question. Oh, while I go and get it, I will leave you look at my cabinet. 2 minutes. I'm back. Okay, that wasn't long, was it? Right, this is not my favorite that they did. Mina Lima did. Mina Lima's my favorite item is the Mediterranean waters or plants of the Mediterranean that Neville has in Goblet of Fire. He's looking at it while he's got his feet in the water, and Harry's looking at another book while he's sat by a tree. And obviously, Hermione comes down with Ginny and Ron to pass on a message. But this is my favourite piece that I have. It's nothing that you've seen in Harry Potter. It is the front cover of their graphic art book that they have. This is my favourite piece. It's not a limited. It's not limited. It's not a limited edition. It's just a print. I have got a very expensive limited edition piece of Fantastic Beasts. I think I've got number 3 of 250. It was really expensive, but I bought it when we were there for the release of the film last year. But this is my favourite piece. This is that they have. I haven't got it framed yet, and I should. I love it. Right, well, I can see my screen going up and up and up. What have we got? What have we got? What's your favourite quote from the films? Oh, I think it would have to be Molly Weasley's, "Not my daughter, you bitch." That and Snape's always. I think that just gets me every time. It's beautiful. Right, what else have we got? I'm going this year. Oh, Libby, you're going this year. Oh, excited. Oh my God, is that an actual book? It is. Do you want to see it? Can you miss me for like a few seconds while I go and get the book? Do you think Fantastic Beast sets will be added to the studio? Yes. I normally get the scoop of yes. Okay, I will go and get the book in a second. I normally get the scoop of what's coming next. I cannot say anything when I find out, but as soon as I'm allowed to, I will tell you. So as soon as I know, you will know. Right. I'll be back now. Ta-da! And I bought a little treat for you too. Not only have I brought you the advanced potion making book to look at, that is from, I can't remember, HP Crafts is one of them. So there's this one, and inside you even have, look at that gold foiling. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? And then we actually have things like the notes. Look at that. Property, this book is Property of the Half-Blood Prince. And we even have all the notes from Snape here. Isn't that beautiful? I love this book. Absolutely book. This is sent to me as a promo piece, so I was so lucky to get it because I think this is £150 to buy. Okay, what have we got? I don't want them to add Fantastic Beasts to the studio because it's making the making of Harry Potter. Yeah, I understand that. But the thing is, I'm really into the whole like 1920s New York and things. So I think from a historical point of view, I think I'd like it. Now, let me show you this book before I show you. Oh no, let me show you this one. This is another one by Alarm 18. Okay. The Life and Lies of Albus Dumbledore. I'm trying to get it so you can't, so the light doesn't reflect off it. Can you see that? This is beautiful, and it's an actual book. Okay, it is amazing. It's got Rita Skeeter in there. And then there's a picture of Dumbledore. It's beautiful, but it was created in New York. Yeah, I know. I get where you're coming from. It's quite hard, but the whole thing is Harry. Well, it's the Wizarding World, as she calls it, isn't it? Maybe they'll do a separate part for the studios. Yeah, it won't. They won't put it in with the Harry Potter. It'll be on location, like they've done with the Platform 9 3/4, I think, where it's a whole separate part where you walk through it as a guide. I think it'll be like that. It will. But yeah, I'd like to see it. I think. Why don't Universal make them? I don't know. I think one of the reasons is for Universal or Warner Brothers to make things like this. The original for this, for example, for the original Advanced Potion Making, there were only 12 pages in this book, and those 12 pages were reprinted to make an entire book. So if you think to have a book like this, they'd have to fill it. And then there's so much, I suppose, so many kind of things they'd have to check for political correctness. I know it sounds silly, but this day and age with everything political correctness, anything to do with religion or race, or it's people can. I think from a license point of view, it could be very, very tricky. I think that's why the Daily Profits were never released, just in case, because you never know. You've got to be so careful. In this book, I don't know if I can do it like this. You've got things like the Whomping Willow. I'll skip to a page now. You've got things like this in here. So it's the graphic art of Harry Potter, but it's all, each page has something from the film. So then you've got all, obviously, the stock from Weasley Wizard Wheezes, which I love. That's actually Eduardo Lima there, and that's Mirafora Mina, who I absolutely adore. And she knew who I was when I met her. I was so shocked. She's lovely. She's the main graphic artist for Fantastic Beasts as well. This is amazing. Oh, the tapestry from the Black family, the Black House, Black Family Tree at 12 Grimmauld Place. And the amazing thing is Loot Crate actually did that as a scarf recently. I don't know if I can show you because I'd have to go back a bit, I think. This is probably the nicest thing in the Loot Crate that month. I'll show you part of it. Can you see that scarf? Isn't that amazing? Absolutely gorgeous. It's just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And I know it sounds silly, but I wear it quite often. I really like it. I put it around I love it. Right. So anyway, back to Mina Lima did all that. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Do you think the Fantastic Beasts movies will mention the Chamber of Secrets scandal since the movie takes place? Yeah. Well, I mean, I think there's going to be more. The first film, I think they were trying to, in a way, step away from the Harry Potter franchise, even though it was the Wizarding World. It wasn't Harry Potter, so I think they were trying to step away as best as they could for that. With this next one, I'm hoping there will be quite a few more connections with the world of Harry Potter, with Voldemort's rise to power, and well, not Voldemort's rise to power, but again, you mentioned the Chamber of Secrets. So you don't know. I mean, that's to do with Salazar Slytherin, isn't it? So you don't know. Hopefully, it will be because that would be really good if they did that. I reckon there will be more. There'll be more tie-ins. So let's hope. Um, Officially, I mean, people would buy them like they do the illustrated editions. That is true. They would. It would, and I love the idea. And I contact Warner Brothers quite often because I think they're missing out on certain things that the fans would like. So I think they would do really, really well to release those books. I keep saying they've got to release the newspapers, the Daily Prophet. La 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 la. Do you know if it is still possible to get the Chamber of Secrets Polyjuice Potion promo cup? And how much was yours? Oh, that's a really good question. Where's my cup? There it is. I think you can. Although when I looked at Japanese exclusives the other day, it wasn't there. Let's have a look. See what. So for those of you who don't know, this was a Japanese exclusive for EA Games. I think when the game came out, and it's the cup. It's a slightly smaller version, I think, but it's the cup from Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. And it's in a beautiful pewter cup here, which is gorgeous to hold. God, how much did I pay for this? Do you know, I don't know. I think I said £60, but I think it was a lot less than that, maybe 30, 35. I got it because there was quite a few at the time. They must have been, oh God, 10 years ago, possibly more. But you're bound to be able to get them. Keep checking. Let me see, this was so hard to get hold of. I'm moving my cabinets for you guys. I hope you realise that. I need to dust them. I really do. Right, this. I heard about this, God, years and years ago, from a guy called the Potter Collector. I think he was. Oh God, what was his name? I can't remember. Anyway, I saw this on his page, and I wanted one for years. 3 years later, it's finally one on eBay for 60 quid. Can you see that? A little stand there. You can see it says the Harry Potter number 1016 of 5000, and it's a 24 carat golden snitch puzzle piece. It is, you can see myself in it. It is absolutely beautiful. These, I think, are about between £250 and £350 to buy now. This, I think I paid £60 for because it looked awful in the photos. But when it arrived, but to be honest, it looked awful in the photos. I looked at it and I thought, you know what, I've been after one for so long, I'm going to try and get it anyway. So I bought it thinking it would arrive terrible, and it was immaculate condition. But this all comes apart, and there's like a pattern underneath. I've done it once. I am never doing it again. It was horrific. This comes with obviously the 24 karat gold plated stand for it to sit on, and a little map for you to try and use to put it all back together. Never again, ever. I promise, never again. It took me forever. And when I took it apart and realized how difficult it was, I panicked. I thought, oh my God, how am I going to get that back together again? So this, keep looking, okay? Keep trying to find it. It'll come up. But it's a Chamber of Secrets promo cup by EA Games. So check that up on eBay and see what comes up. Right, I'm baking and watching. I've sliced my finger. Oh no, I did that the other day. I sliced all that off. But it's grown back. I can't feel it. It's dead, but it's grown back amazingly. It healed itself. Right. Okay. Let's go back. The scarf is upside down. Do you know? I didn't even realize that. Maybe I should pay attention to my comments. Aha! Is that right? Yay! There we are. It's all there. It's beautiful. Okay, so yeah, stunning scarf. You can get these on eBay. But I wouldn't want to know how much they're charging for them. Can you show your limited edition Order of the Phoenix notebook and ink? Right, okay. Bear with me. I'll be back now. I swear you guys are trying to get me to do more steps. My gosh, I should have a pedometer on today. I did 7,000 steps in work and now I'm doing loads of steps now for you guys. Right. Okay. I can't remember when I got this. And I didn't realise what it was until I got it. I think I paid £30 for it, but it comes in a box like this. These were handed out. When did I say? Obviously, the Order of the Phoenix. I think it was something to do with the premiere. I'm not sure. If you get these together, you're laughing. I honestly didn't realise what I had. I just thought it was really nice. Okay. Order of the Phoenix limited edition book given out at the premiere. As far as I know, the book is wood. It's solid. The frame is solid. Okay, and you've got a metal Hogwarts logo there, Hogwarts crest. Okay, and again, and a leather bound side. Beautiful. And then inside, I'm not sure if you can see, you probably can't actually. It says Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix at the bottom. You just about make it out with the light. And then with this then comes a little box like this, and inside it has a sealed inkwell, waxed seal there. Okay, I'm not sure what it says on it because I'm dyslexic, I've never been able to read it. And then a pen, see if I can get that right, that says Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix on it there. I've never tried to take it out because it's in a way that I'd probably end up ripping the cardboard that it's keeping it in. So yes, if you can get them together, you are laughing. Because a lot of the time you can only get the ink and pen in the box and not the book, or you can get the book without the ink and the pen. So I was very, very lucky. So I hope that you're happy to have seen that, my lovely. Let's see what else. What do you think of the Wizarding World expanding to the Native American culture in America? I would love to be represented. After all, the Thunderbird is part of the myth. No, it's not. Oh my gosh, I didn't know that. Thunderbird, Niffler is my first favourite. Thunderbird is my second. I love Frank. He's so beautiful. His wings of gold, the fact that the way he cries as well, he talks, and he just loves New. Oh, the chemistry between them. I know he's not real in the film, but my God, he's amazing. I love Frank. In fact, my screensaver is Frank and Newt. I love them. I'm hoping they do because I love America. I'm off there in a few weeks. Well, in about I think it's 5 weeks now. But oh my God, I'm so excited. I cannot wait. I've never been and I can't wait to go. So yes, very excited. If they do, I'd be really happy. Can you show your limited edition Order of the Phoenix notebook? I've done that. Also, the Potter collector. Have you met him? Is that Peter Kenneth, the one that collects all the books? He's got the full translation. I haven't met him yet, but we're hoping to meet up when I go to Florida. I can't wait. We're going to do live stream in the Harry Potter and the Wizarding World. So we're both really excited about that. Ravenclaw Prince. Oh, hello, Ravenclaw Prince. I am a proud Ravenclaw, as you can see today. Oh, Danny says good night. Good night, Danny. I love you lots, sweetheart. That's stunning. Hi. Do you like Game of Thrones? Do I like Game of Thrones? Oh my goodness. I have a 2.5 meter high Iron Throne replica that I made 3 years ago. It's in my shed. It gets hired out all over the UK. I love Game of Thrones. It's signed by the cast as well, including Kit Harington. Do you like butterbeer? I like the cream on the butterbeer that they have in the studios, but I prefer the ice cream. Oh my God. I would have that I would be size like 50. I'd have a massive tub and a shovel, and I would sit there and eat the lot of the butterbeer ice cream. I love it. Do you still have Maggie Smith's shoe? I do. Um, oh, you're lucky. All the stuff you're talking about is stuff that I've actually got close to me. I'm gonna have to tidy up after this. Oh, it's in a special perspex box that it's sunlight protected, so if the sunlight gets onto it, it's not going to fade. But there's Maggie Smith's shoe. Isn't that cool? From Goblet of Fire, and it's got her card in the background. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, there's oh God, knocking everything over. There's her shoe. It is a Clark's 6.5, or am I wrong at that? It's a Clark's, lightly worn, because apparently they had quite a few new shoes constantly, but these are about £80 to buy these shoes. I'm not 100% sure about that. That's what I was told when I was looking into it. Oh, I can't take that out. I'm worried I'll rip it. But there's the card. Let's see if I can put it. Ah, I can't show you. I'm trying to show you. There we are. There's the card anyway. Okay. So Maggie Smith's shoe. I'll sort that out after. I've got a lovely collection of things around me here. I bet you guys would love to jump through the laptop and have it. Oh. Right, okay. Let's have a look. I'm a Ravenclaw too. Yay, go Ravenclaw. What is it? What did I say? Roof up for Ravenclaw I was doing the other day when I did a Harry Potter event. Raise the roof for Ravenclaw, that's what it was. So cool. What Hogwarts house is your favourite? I've got to say Ravenclaw. I'm biased. Although Hufflepuff is pretty good. Apparently I'm part Hufflepuff because I love animals. So yeah, I'm a proper Ravenclaw person and a little bit of Hufflepuff. Right, that's it. There's no more comments, my lovelies. My goodness, how long have we been talking? I've watched your collection videos 24 times, Livy. Oh, thank you, my darling. I'm sorry they go on for so long. I did ask if people wanted to come and count my collection because I really can't be bothered. That sounds awful, doesn't it? But I asked my husband the other day, shall I count my collection or try and count it again? I did start counting a few years back and he just looked at me and it was just like, please no, because I have so much, I'd be here forever. If I wanted to enter the Guinness World Records, I don't think I've got enough as the gentleman. I think he's in Spain, 6,500 official items. I have got a few things that aren't official because I get sent things quite a lot, like little replicas and things. So I love my stuff. So I'm quite happy just to sit and look at it and do videos for you guys. I'm happy that way. Wit beyond measure is man's greatest treasure. Yes, very true. Ravenclaw, love it. Have you tried all the jelly beans? I have 1.5 kilos of Bertie Bott's in the kitchen. They were for my your dance last year, but I didn't put them all in the jar and there's some in the kitchen. I have tried a lot of them. When we did the Yule dance last year, we had two lovely ladies who have been on the, if you anyone's ever watched the Tom Felton series, Tom Felton episode, what was it called? Tom Felton Meets the Superfans. Well, the two ladies that were at my my ball were Bellatrix and I can't remember who the other one dressed up as, but they were the ones in the series that were working with Tom Felton. And they did a video. They had a little champagne glass full of all these Bertie Bott's every flavour beans, and they were going around filming people choose them and their reaction when they put them in the mouth. I put the first one in, and it was really nice. I can't remember what it was. I put the second one in, and my God, I was almost sick. It's disgusting. Rotten egg, I think, is the worst. That is absolutely vile. Marshmallow, I think, is my favourite. I do like marshmallow. Do I have the Funko Pops? I started collecting the Funko Pops. Don't get me wrong, they're really cute. I don't know if you can see, but I've got like a Luna one up there. It's not a Funko Pop. You can see Luna up there on the top with her glasses on because she's so cool. They just started producing so many of the Funko Pops. I got a bit fed up with collecting them because they was just, I can't afford to keep buying them. And don't get me wrong, I'd love to have the Occluments, is it Occluments and Occamy? Sorry, not Occlumency. I'd love to have the Occamy for Fantastic Beasts, but they are so expensive, like 30, £40, possibly more if you want to get one now. But again, I've got all the Fantastic Beasts ones when they first came out, and I've got about maybe 20 of the Harry Potter ones. But I didn't bother after that. I think they just got a bit too much. I do like them, but there are quite a few, and they do take up a lot of room when you have quite a lot of them. But yes, they are pretty cool. Do you have post office box for us to send you anything to you? If you message the page Fantastic Harry Potter UK on Facebook, I will give you an address you can send things to. I took my PO box down because it was costing £170 every 6 months. And even though it was great for security reasons, yeah, it wasn't the most effective money wise, especially when obviously you're trying to collect as much as you can. And obviously with children as well. Oh my gosh, they cost a lot. Do you have an official chocolate frog box? I do. And I also have, I got contacted by a company the other day. I'm waiting for them to reply to me. Who want me to advertise for them, and they do all the official chocolate frog stuff. Let me just have a look. But you got a good shot of my bottom then, didn't you? Apologies. This is from Japan. I love this one. They do a proper shaped one in the Wizarding World in Florida. So that is one thing I definitely am going to buy when I go. But this I love. This is from Japan, the Wizarding World. Okay, it's a chocolate frog cup and lid. I don't know how much I paid for it. I don't think it was that much actually. It's only about £10, £15 I think I paid. It's beautiful. And inside then it's just gorgeous little trinket box. And I love it. It's such beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's very dusty. I'm so glad you guys can't see properly because this dust is horrific. I'm so naughty. Let's have a look. Oh, and my chocolate frog box has Gilderoy Lockhart in it. Yeah, my chocolate frog box has Gilderoy Lockhart in it. Do you have visual? Why did you decide to start collecting Harry Potter items? I get asked that question a few times, and over the years it's changed. I collect Harry Potter, or why did I start? I think it's because I didn't have the best childhood. If anybody wants to know about how Harry Potter saved my life, so I did a little bit of promoting here. I actually have an autobiography out called The Girl Wizard. And yes, there is no such thing as a girl wizard, but it's a play on words. Obviously, the boy wizard, the girl wizard. And it is actually about how Harry Potter saved my life. J.K. Rowling saved my life. When I was a kid, I hid in my room a lot. There's a lot of stuff in here. I was always surrounded by pictures of unicorns and fairies and waterfalls, and I loved magic and wild and things like that. I loved anything like that, and I would kind of escape into my imagination and away from the things that were happening in the house. And with Harry Potter, I can't go to Hogwarts. If you want to obviously go to the studios, but you can't physically go to Hogwarts. I think every one of us would, if we could, we would go to Hogwarts. It's making me a little bit teary thinking about it. It's such a beautiful place. I couldn't do that, so I brought Hogwarts to me. And that is why I collect things. I have things like, obviously I've got my golden snitches. What else? I've got this. Which is in obviously the Great Hall. These replicas you can buy, I think they're £95 in the studios. You can't buy them online because they don't like to send these sort of things over through the post. But I have things like this because I can't go to Hogwarts, so I bring Hogwarts to me. Why not, isn't it? If you can do it. I've actually had somebody contact me a while back. She's from Iraq, I think. She was lovely, she was. Because of the post laws and things like that, and certain shops wouldn't ship to where she was, which was really sad. She made a lot of her replicas herself. They weren't official, but she did an incredible job. So I was really proud of that. The stuff that she would show me, she was so talented, and they were little miniatures as well. But yeah, so if you can't go to Hogwarts, bring Hogwarts to you. Dress in the clothes like I do, whatever, wear the Deathly Hallows earrings. And the only thing I haven't got is I've got a Swarovski watch, not a Harry Potter one, although I have got one upstairs, but the strap is really bad. Okay, can you show us the head? Oh, I love this head. So brilliant. When these came out, they were really hard to get hold of. I don't know if you can hear. So look, hang on.
Yeah, take it away, Ernie. It's going to be a bumpy ride. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 3.5, 2, 1 3/4. Yes!
I love him. He's so brilliant. He's a few different phrases from the film. He's so good. He's $9.99 in the Harry Potter Studios. I love him. Best tank I've ever spent. Right, what else have we got? That's really nice, Kat. Where can we buy your book? Oh, sorry, I didn't say. God, Amazon, Amazon UK. You can buy it if you just put in Victoria Maclean, Maclean, then you will find me. The book says at the back, Victoria Maclean is a celebrity and self-confessed Harry Potter superfan who has created her own success from devastation. Here she tells her story as to how the boy wizard and J.K. Rowling have helped her create a life to be proud of, from sadness and sorrow, bullying, abuse, and heartache, to becoming an actress, singer, voice actor, and inspiration to so many, friend to all, and a world famous Harry Potter fan. Devoted, heartwarming, and inspiring, Victoria shares her story and reminds her readers that it's not where you begin that matters, it's where you end up. My daughter actually wrote that, bless her, she's fab. My daughter, Monica, she's 19, and she loved it. But it's got all sorts of pictures in here as well. Where's the bit that I love? It's got the bit about when I was bullied online for being fat. What else? But that's not, you don't want to read that. Where's the best bit in here? Oh, it's coming up. When I was on this morning with Tom Felton, he's so lush. When you met him once, but my God, what a lovely man. So yes, this was my notes one. This was because I had to edit it myself along with two other people because it's self-published. I only get literally at £1.50 every time this is bought. I don't care, to be honest. Every time, if this book helps just one person, I'd be thrilled to bits. Honestly, that's all. Well. You can buy hard copies as well, but they're a little bit more expensive, so there's no different. It's just I am from your school. Thought of my video. Why don't you display your golden snitch puzzle? It's beautiful. Oh, that's a really good question. Same reason why you should never keep artwork in the window or in the direct sunlight. It will fade. With things like this, I've got a beautiful Hogwarts Chalice upstairs. When I do another video another time, if you guys want me to do another one, I will show you that Hogwarts Chalice. Wow, I think it's Arthur Price who designed it. If I kept this out, it would tarnish because it's plated. If I tried to clean that, it would eventually rub the gold off because the gold is very thin. Even though, yes, it is gold, it is extremely thin. So if I kept polishing this to make it all shiny, it would eventually fade. So, as much as I love the idea of displaying it, I love it being safe even more. So it stays in its box and it's plastic in its box. And that's the box it comes in there. So as you can see, it's beautiful. So that's a really, really good question. So look after your collections. Don't let your child play with them. Use your Lego castles because they end up chipping them. Oh yes, I definitely do another video if you guys are happy with this one. You're such an inspiration to me. Oh, thank you, darling. Shelley, you're so lovely. All right, I'll have a look at that in a minute. You've got a sorry, Libby, you've got a Instagram. I will definitely follow you at Gryffindor_geek. Thank you very much. I'll make sure I do. Harry Potter saved me from bullies. I'd cry about my bullies, and my sister put on Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. And I've always thought that if I didn't watch it, I could not be where I am. Do you know how many people J.K. Rowling has helped with her stories? And you think how low she got writing them, or where she was, as she said, um, what is it? Rock bottom was a solid foundation to start from, or was a good start to build up. I can't remember how she worded it, but she's bloody right, you know. She saved so many people from devastation. She really did. Have you heard of BBC Doctor Who? I have. He didn't realise, love him. The new doctor actually walked past him to go to the security, who was so lovely. He didn't realise it was her until he heard her speak and turned around, and there she was, stood there talking to the security guard. Because, yeah, the studios were right by us. Good evening, lovely. It's Farron. Hello, darling. And you've changed your name to Scott Telford. Farron is one of my incredible editors on my page. I want to start a Harry Potter channel. Do you think I should? Libby, why not? I mean, you don't know till you try. It's definitely for younger people. I think I've gone past it a little bit. I'm glad I've got a collection to talk about. But it's definitely for younger people, Libby. So just go for it. What have you got to lose? Just try it. Push people. Make sure you share everything you do. Bombard people with links and things. Just, if they don't want to see it, they'll get rid of it. It sounds awful, but bombard people, because that's how I've got where I am today. And now look at me, my love. Same for me. My favourite character is Remus Lupin. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of merch for him. No, he wasn't a massive character. They didn't do much about him, did they? Have you heard of Bakey? She is hilarious. No, I haven't. You'll have to send me a link. Do you have a Tri-Wizard cup? I do. I do. Again, I got sent it as a promo from the two broomsticks. Are amazing. One of my latest Christmas presents. Look, I'd nagged for ages to get one. I finally got one. And I love this. Look at this. A little light up. Put it there. You can see it. The light up goblet of fire is the lush. God, I'm such a sucker for Harry Potter. Let's pop that in there. My little Harry. This is my goblet of fire section. This is. These weigh a ton. They are so heavy. They are so heavy. These are the official ones. The Tri-Wizard cup. There it is. It is beautiful. There's a hole. Oh no, there isn't a hole in this one. I wouldn't advise drinking out of it though, just in case. But it is metal. This is metal as well. It's not glass. But it's so heavy, and it comes on a little stand as well for you to sit on. Right. Okay. Let's have a look. Have you met anyone from the films? I have. Obviously, I've been on this morning with Tom Felton, who is just delightful. I said, "Can I hug you?" And he said, "Of course you can. I'm not like that other guy." Obviously, Draco Malfoy's referring to. I've become friends-ish with Josh Herdman, who played Gregory Goyle. He was at a con I was at on Saturday last week, and we've kept in touch since. He's a lovely guy, bless him. I kind of harassed him. I did for like an hour because he had no one to talk to, so I sat by him because I was there with my Iron Throne from Game of Thrones. Do you like to read Harry Potter books? Because I'm dyslexic, I do struggle. I really want to sit down and read one. I've got the Deathly Hallows by my bed at the moment. I started reading it a couple of nights ago, and because I'm dyslexic, I'm so slow at reading them. So I'd be quite happy to just listen to the audiobooks instead, which I have on my phone. So I'm really lucky. I've got that. It's Lush. You want about this, is it? It's amazing. It's really heavy. Scott, I received Remus Lupin t-shirt in my geek box. Yeah, Farron, you mentioned about your geek box. I'm gonna have to look into this. It's just I haven't got any spare cash at the moment because of the holiday. I can't wait to get my geek gear box. There's another loot crate on its way. We only had one about a month ago with this scarf. And there's another one on its way, so I'm not sure what's in it. I haven't looked at any hints. I don't want to be have it taken away from me as the surprise. Do you like Gryffindor? Oh my god, of course I like Gryffindor. I love Gryffindor. I was sorted into Gryffindor in the beginning. I didn't like the fact that I was sorted into Gryffindor because I'm clearly a Ravenclaw. So I redid it. I was naughty. I redid the test. I set up another account, redid the test. I was sorted into Ravenclaw. Let's have a look. You're an inspiration. I would love to meet you. Oh, Libby, I'd love to meet you too, sweetheart. I do go to cons every now and again, Comic Cons, sorry. I don't tend to tell people I'm going. Not that I'm going to be bombarded because I'm not. I'm just a normal person who has a big Harry Potter collection. But yeah, if the people get a chance to meet me, then I do a lot of like Harry Potter events and things, Harry Potter quizzes. I do children's events. I've got another one coming up soon. We haven't got a date set yet. Obviously, my new Harry Potter event is coming up in November, which is going to be Fantastic Beasts themed. Have you heard of For the Love of Fantasy event that is happening in Edinburgh? Is that the one that's meant to be in August? I was asked to attend that as a guest, and they wanted me to read from my book and present and things, but I didn't hear anything else. How do you find out what house you're in? Oh, Holly, go to Pottermore, create an account, and you will be sorted into your house. You will also be given your Patronus. You have to do this like little quiz, which is really lovely. It's really beautiful. And it'll show you. Mine is officially a bloodhound, although I lie and tell everyone it's Niffler because Niffler is my favorite creature. Have you watched Muggle Magic? No, Libby, I haven't. Tell us more about your events. Well, last year in November, I did a Yule Ball style event. It was officially called the Yule Dance 2017. I had things like ice sculptures, live owls, a rock band, fire eaters. Oh gosh, what else did I have? I had a shop, I had green screen, I had butterbeer on arrival. It was all, ball gowns and suits as well. It was very posh. I even performed as well. I sang, because I love Evanescence, I sang a song from Evanescence with the band. They were the band was called Prophecy, and they did all the songs from The Goblet of Fire as well. So that was really good, which the Weird Sisters do in the film. They were amazing. They opened with Dance of the Hippogriff. I think it's not Dance of the Hippogriff. Do the Hippogriff, Fly to the Hippogriff. I'm thinking of, which is the music in the film. In Prisoner of Azkaban. Hang on. Sorry, I need a tissue. Oh my goodness, my nose is running. Hold on a second. Ow. Oh. I'm going to have to go soon, I'm afraid. It's been almost an hour. Well, it's been an hour, sorry. Can't believe you guys have put up with me this long. I'm amazed. So this year, I'm hoping, I've already booked the venue, which is the Exchange in Cardiff. I'm hoping to do the Fantastic Beast event, but I'm working in association with another company called Undaba. Obviously, I'll be doing all the decorating and getting it all sorted and the planning. However, they're doing all the paperwork for me because I can't. I did it all myself last year, and it was really hard, as well as a full-time job, promoting, you name it, being a mum, a wife, everything else, and college. I'm a student as well, so it was really hard. So luckily, I've got a company helping me this time. But I can't remember what date it's the 23rd of February, in fact, 23rd of November. Check out Harry Potter UK on Facebook, which is the main account, and you'll be able to see the event page on there. So keep a lookout. Oh, wow. Okay. Let me just double check. Ah! Da, 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 da. Have you got one room for all your Harry Potter collection, or do you plan to expand your collection? Always expanding. I had somebody ask me earlier, would I ever stop collecting? I think no, not for a while. I'm happy to keep collecting, but I don't collect lots anymore. I do it a little bit at a time. Eventually, I'll probably downgrade. I think because I'm not young anymore. I'm 38. I don't think when I go, my kids are going to want to sort through all this stuff. There's stuff like my Dumbledore cabinet and my Gryffindor cabinet that will be passed down to generations, hopefully, because they are hopefully going to be a family heirloom. But yeah, my stuff is all in the house. The whole house is Harry Potter. This room, the homework room, the kitchen, my bedroom. The only places that aren't are my boys' room, my bathroom upstairs. My bathroom downstairs is dedicated to Mina Lima. It's all Mina Lima prints and painted, and my toilet seat as well as collage. There's a video on my YouTube channel of that. What else? My daughter is moving out soon. She's moving to London, and her room is going to be given to my eldest boy. And the homework room downstairs, which is currently used as a game room and a playroom, is going to become a Harry Potter room. So I will be able to display more things, hopefully. La 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 la. Are you doing another Yule Ball? I would love to come. I don't know about Yule Ball because I've done it. And obviously because I promote for Warner Brothers as well, I've got to be really careful what I do. It would be Yule Dance again. But I'm doing the Fantastic Beast event in November. So go to the Harry Potter page on Facebook, Harry Potter UK, and check that out because it's on there already. But there's no tickets available yet. We haven't done the tickets yet. Let's have a look. When did you start to collect Harry Potter? My first book I bought was 2001. And it spiraled from there. Basically, I 17 years now. and I think I've never looked back. I love it. I couldn't stop. I couldn't not have my collection. It's made me who I am. I'm very much a promoter, as you know. I get sent stuff for free, so I'm really lucky. I had and these weren't free, but they were cost price. I think I paid £50 or £45 for these, and they're meant to be £75 to £80. I was very, very lucky. A lot of stuff I get for free. Again, my Triwizard Cup I got for free. And I don't take it for granted. I am so, so lucky to have these, but I work for it. There is one thing I've had for free recently. I'm looking at it right now. I need to find the piece of paper that goes with it because I lost it and I can't remember the company that made them. So I haven't told anybody about them yet. They're beautiful. I will have to find out. I can't remember the name. I'm so bad. But yeah, I need to have a file. I do, to keep all my stuff in, especially if I'm going to work in bigger companies soon. Ooh, let's have a look. What's your full-time job? I'm actually a teaching assistant in a school, in a secondary school that I absolutely love because I've got older children. I get on really well with older kids, probably because I am really immature myself. And we have a lot of banter, but then I'm very mumsy, so I like today I had to yell at them to tell them off because they're being a bit naughty. And the kids actually, because they're not used to me telling them off, so they really did pay attention today. They were really good kids. I love the kids I work with; they're amazing kids. I think I remember you saying you don't collect Funko Pops much, but they are coming out with Headless Nick. Okay, I might have to get Headless Nick and Tom Riddle. I might have to. Depends on how much they are. If they're ridiculous price and they're really limited, I don't think I'd bother so much. I want to send you some things to do. Oh, right. If you message Harry Potter UK on Facebook, my editor tends to pick up the message, but I will get them directly anyway. They tell me whether there's a message for me or I just look on the page myself. I'm always on it. I'm on my phone too much. And I can talk to you about sending me some items if you want to, my lovely. Thank you. That'd be great. But I know what you meant, Libby. It's okay. Do you have an editor for each Hogwarts house? I do. I have. Obviously, myself is Ravenclaw. Janice, who's a Gryffindor, very proud, love her. Farron, who is a Slytherin, and Charlotte, who is just, she is such a scream and so naughty. She is a Hufflepuff. She's proper Hufflepuff, she is. Definitely. Charlie from Reg. Hello, darling. I hope you're behaving. I did tell you today, didn't I? Just don't say what school you attend. I don't want you being harassed by anybody. I believe very much in, yeah, very much in internet security, so be good. Oh, shout out Wobbly Walded. It's his birthday. Give him good luck on his Uber driving test. Oh, good luck, happy birthday, and good luck in a driving test. I can't pronounce that. Wobbly Wallid, is that right? Well, happy birthday and good luck. I passed first time. I don't know how. I think the driving instructor felt sorry for me. I have 2 weeks off. Uni Wales. We've got 3 more days in school, and then it's 2 weeks off, and then back in school again. So we've got, obviously it's Easter this weekend, isn't it? Elise not sleeping yet, said, I like Victoria and kissed the screen. Your youngest fan says hello, Tommy. Oh, love her, Farron. Bless her. I meant, I'm not in school. Oops. Oh, right. Don't worry about it, my lovely. Right, I'm going to have to go. It's been almost an hour and 10 minutes. I'm really shocked at how many people have actually come. So thank you very, very much. I'm very grateful. I'm going to go now, but thank you so much for watching. I will do another one soon. But yes, I will do, and we'll talk about other things as well. If you can think of anything else that you want to ask me for next time, keep an eye out, and I'll try and do like a scheduled one again. But I'm not sure how to do it. That's why I messed up this time. I will, Libby. I'll do it again. Oh, and thank you very much chatting with you. Right, okay. You guys have always all been amazing. Thank you. I don't know who that is. Reviews. Rockio reviews. I'm so sorry. Uh oh, see you tomorrow. I'm not in school tomorrow. Oh, right, okay, you have no school tomorrow. Gryffindor geek. Yes, definitely, my love. I will look you up now. My phone is about to die. I have 1% battery left. Oh no, yeah, no, 1% battery left. You can see, look at that. 1%. So when it's back up, I will. If I don't hear from me, Libby, remind me. Right, I love you all. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Take care, keep collecting, and have a fantastic week. Okay.